only people, really, who are offended by another woman being called beautiful or gorgeous is ugly women.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here, back on the one for you. So as I say all the time on my channel that Australia, the UK, Canada are effingest hellholes, right? Props to all you men in Australia, especially, that make it one more day. Because Australia hates men, guys. Hates men. Guys, the whole M2 Time's Up is running rampant in Australia. There's one province or state or whatever they have in Australia where they're trying to have a committee to monitor men's behavior. Right? It's absolutely insane. And guys, here we have a case of this Australian award show that had a list of words. It was literally limiting men's speech so that women didn't get offended. Absolutely insane. So guys, here we have a report from Sky News Australia, and it's going to explain this whole situation. So guys, we'll get into this. Before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s. That is linked in the description. And join my Discord and check out the playlist at the end. And I'm offering memberships now. So guys, please hit the join button or the link in the description because memberships really help the channel out. Thanks to all you guys that are already members. And let's get into this.
Awards night, which was the Australian Women in Security Night. And no, that's not to security guards, it's about cyber security. It was held at the Star Casino in Sydney on Tuesday night. It was a big event. It's had big sponsors, the New South Wales Government, the NAB, Bupa, the Australian Signals Directorate, TAL, they're an insurance company. It was $500 a ticket. I mean, this is a pretty fancy soiree. But every man who walked into the room and ponied up his $500 a ticket to attend was handed a little note on the way in. And that note says compliments in professional gatherings should focus on accomplishments, not attributes. If you believe it is appropriate to compliment someone's appearance, then use appropriate language for a professional environment. And it says the words that are appropriate, such as nice, fabulous, and great. The inappropriate words, sexy, beautiful, and gorgeous.
Look at that, guys. I told you guys, I told you guys. Why? Why would any man still live in Australia, guys? Come on.
May I say you're looking beautiful tonight, Danica?
Oh, Caleb, I'm actually not offended. I'm offended.
Well,
retract that immediately. I'm very offended.
Off to HR we go. I mean, look, I know that the rules and the lines are sort of blurred now as to what you can and can't say, particularly in the workplace, which I think is sad. Like, if you genuinely think someone looks good and you say, gee, you look gorgeous today, really, who gives a toss? It's a nice compliment. But to hand out a note to every bloke who paid $500 for a ticket to this thing to tell him, no, you can't tell someone they're sexy.
I mean, please, and don't forget, you know, us ladies know, Freya, that when you go to these gala dinners, you spend hours on your hair and makeup. You have bought a new outfit. You want to go there for the night of nights. You want to be shining. So for a man to come up to you and say, gee, you look beautiful, I would say thank you. I would be honoured to receive that sort of compliment. But you know what? I just feel so sorry for men out there in this day and age because now it's impossible to know what they can say and what they can't say. And where did this all start? The Me Too movement. The Me Too movement has absolutely destroyed men because every single man in society is suddenly tainted with the same brush. Oh, if you give a woman a compliment, well, you can't say that to me. That's harassment. That's sexual harassment. And that is part of the problem. Now, if someone told me I look nice, I'd say, try a bit harder, please. Come on, go and try again. You look great. Great. That's a backhanded compliment. See, I feel sorry for men. They've got no hope with us women at the moment. But it's true, Freya. I don't know how you feel about it as a woman yourself, but if a man gives me a compliment, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the only one I would agree with them on this one is...
Now, guys, this chick in the blue, she can get it. You know, the other one, but I'd smash this chick, right? Come on.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Sexy. I feel like in a work environment, calling a colleague sexy is a bit strange. But again, if you have to hand out a pamphlet telling people what words they can and cannot say. Clearly, you don't have much confidence in male social intelligence, which, I mean, that could be a fair call in some instances. I don't know what the cybersecurity crew is like, but I would say, most people generally know intuitively what's appropriate and what's not. Secondly, the kind of people who are offended by getting compliments probably don't get compliments that often.
No.
Because I don't.
The only people, really, who are offended by another woman being called beautiful or gorgeous is ugly women. Like,
Correct.
That's
'cause
true.
They're not getting it enough themselves. Oh, I can't believe someone else gets it. I mean, look, I'm not an oil painting, and I understand if there's a much better looking bloke, someone's probably going to tell him he's a good.
And that's what I always say, guys. Guys, feminism is socialism, right? All it is the biggins and the uggos. They're jealous that the hot chicks, right? And even like the more feminine chicks are getting the guys that they want. So they try and have the whole M2 and Time's Up and, the male gaze and all these things that they try and cloak in this righteous behavior. And all it is socialism. They want equality of outcomes for women in dating. Clown world.
Looking fella, I'm not offended by that.
But as a man, right, Caleb, do you feel like you have to watch what you say to a woman in public? Do you feel like you have to stop and have a think about it in the event that you're called something?
Look, probably. The short answer to that is no, because I just don't really give a toss. I just say what I want and I'll deal with the consequences later. Because honestly, I reckon 99% of people think this stuff is garbage, and we've been taught by the 1% to police our language.
That's true.
And there is a degree to which you have to do it now because you are so worried about the potential consequences of what might happen. But I mean, if this is the sort of thing that's going to land you in HR on Wednesday morning because you said it on Tuesday night at the awards night, that is laughable. So yeah, I probably do think about it to some degree, but it is so stupid that I would be pretty happy to defend myself for calling someone beautiful, because 99.999 times out of 10, you'll take the compliment.
Exactly. But the thing is, it is actually impacting men, and it's impacting dynamics in the workplace. The last polling I saw done on this was back from 2019, so the height of the Me Too movement. 60% of men said they were afraid to mentor women in the workplace because they were scared of being falsely accused. Yeah. So actually, in an effort to promote women's rights, the radical left has actually done a disservice to women, because men are now so scared of these false allegations that they don't even want to go near junior women in the workplace. And I think that's sad. We've gone way too far.
And just to go back
and this goes to this woke leftist impact Trump's intent. Guys, think about how stupid that statement is. Why would anyone try and do anything, ever? That increases the risk of doing anything, because if someone feels like it's bad, it doesn't matter what you were intending to do, or even if there is a tangible negative impact. Do you guys know how many people have had good intentions and something might not have worked out? It's like, well, then why would anyone try and change or do anything if there's a perceived negative impact or even like a tangible one? Do you get cooked for it? Clown world.
The point you made earlier about, it's handing out this note is some reflection on what the organisers think of the social abilities of the men. I think it's actually more sinister than that. I think it's just that they hate men, and so they just think it's ingrained in men that they will be inappropriate at all times. Like, most of us know when it is or isn't appropriate to tell someone that they're sexy or beautiful or gorgeous. Like, you're probably not going to bowl up to someone you've never met before, unless you're hitting on them, and say, geez, you look beautiful. But if it's someone you work with and you see them every day, and all of a sudden they actually look half decent tonight, well, who cares?
Absolutely insane. Cooked, guys, cooked. Absolutely cooked. Australia hates men, guys. And I hope that all you guys in Australia, guys, leave chicks alone. Especially at work. Don't look at them. Don't talk to them. No happy hours. No nothing, guys. Go to work. Keep your head down. Eat lunch by yourself. Stay at your desk. Get paid and go home. But all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good one.